is motivation. I can never get a job, so for my dream I'm dedicated. For a second, lost myself, I was too busy getting busy. Now they see me out in public and be known what my name is. All these rappers want the clout and the life of being famous. I just wanna be stable, tell my family we made it. I was coming for my spot, a young had to be patient. Now I'm running up, these bands can hit the island for vacation. I've been on my haters, you could say I'm constipated. 5 racks on his fit, just to stunt while I'm in Vegas. On my body, shout out to my Caleb Young. Got the cake up, now these wanna date us. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo.
Out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now, too up right now. I'm too, on one day on my third, I was too broke, now I'm too rich. Made 100K on my third shift, I'm a boy, so, boy, and I'm a gangster, and you a, boy, man, we been getting money for a long time. We was out here hungry for a long time. I don't never really have no punchlines. And all you rappers looking like a lunch line. Ooh, right now, I got you. Right now. Nothing, need a Uber right now. Right now, need crew love right now. Cause we too up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now, too up right now, yeah, I'm too up, round blew up, copped that new rape on them haters, threw up, brother went to jail for them, told me you up, first time I seen 100 bands.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up second down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Detroit! They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this will be caught at the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Here's Darnold. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Darnold from the gun. This is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Now the punter, who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. At their own 37. From the gun, Winston. Room to run past midfield. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! O.J. Howard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are just an extra point away from grabbing the lead now. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun.
To throw on second down is Darnold. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. A play fake, and it's Darnold. To Shepard, complete over the middle. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back and He's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Quincy Enunwa, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Jets are able to strike for 6. And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but then their defense has to come right back out on the field.
It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that? The defense is saying, okay, that's cool, but let's not make it a habit. We need to get some rest sometime.
Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. Now a second down throw for Winston. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Here's Winston. And able to connect with Berrios. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a first down carry by Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the...
How many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The drive with a give to Mack. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
On 1st and 10, Darnold over the middle, complete. It's Shepard. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now a carry from Mack. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the...
Here we go.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Dancing to his left. And he fires one, but incomplete.
And no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. but they don't get it. And now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Pulled in at the 24. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league.
And he loses the football a second time. And the Jets have recovered.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. Winston now after the fumble recovery. He finds Humphreys. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first down throw for Winston. And incomplete. The safety Jamal Adams able to break that one up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball there, nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Easy. Green,
on second down, Winston again. And Brate has it over the middle. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And Owen coughed it up, and the Jets have recovered.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
A run by Mack to start the drive. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's Darnold now on second down. He's going to air it out deep for Hope. And got his man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This quarterback now Hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
Hurry up, here we go.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Shepard. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On second down, Darnold. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Blue 90. Blue 90.
Throwing again is Darnold. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it. But it just kept carrying and carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Working out of the gun, Winston. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Matt Milano in there for the 20th time this year as he continues what could be a record-setting season. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Throwing, Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Watch it now, Barney. Detroit.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Quincy Enunwa with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. 2nd down, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Matt Milano in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Jameis to throw it. Airing this one out for Evans. He's got a man complete. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Cameron Moore had the tackle. Played his college ball at Boston College.
Easy.
Now Jameis on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Winston from the gun on third down. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it fourth down. Fourth down, Winston. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
No matter the week, no matter the team, you're going to hear coaches wax nostalgic for big tight ends that can control the edge of the line of scrimmage. Well, sometimes you don't have a tight end in the game, so now you're looking at your tackles. Can they control the perimeter? Make sure that that gets sealed off so there's no penetration off of the edge. If they're able to do that, that's why a toss play is successful.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Buccaneers have it. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. First down, Winston. He gets it to Humphries. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On second down, it's Jones. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They come out here in the I. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there. And
he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. An update from Buffalo. The Bills have taken the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. "35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on first down. On first down, it's Darnold. Throw left side, complete. That's Mack. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Second down and 10. Darnold. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. The Jets on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Off of play action, Darnold. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Noah Spence in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Matt Milano in there for sack number 22 on the year. Just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the gun, Winston looking deep down, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Kendall Beckwith in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 19. Now it's Darnold. And the pressure gets to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken around the 12. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. So out come the Bucs now. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Sonic. Where's that?
On 3rd down, Winston. He's going to loft one deep left. And, oh, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Here we go now.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Darnold. Forced out to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other. And oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He has still not connected on a single pass in this 2nd half.
And right now they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
A 2nd down throw for Winston. It's caught. Humphreys. 23 yards on the play. Winston now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's convert.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And a catch right side by Evans. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. To the air again with Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Flush to his right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
To throw, Winston. Over the middle, complete. That's Barrett. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. From the red zone now, Winston. And Winston lost the football. And the Jets have recovered.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Catanzaro now for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the lead is down to a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Over.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Easy.
Following the interception, Winston. This one left side caught by Barrios. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Winston now to throw on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Able to get there and pick it. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 11. After the interception, here's Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. That's going to set him back 5 yards. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. All right now, lucky 56. Lucky.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that. Careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd down, here's Crowell. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Play action. It's Darnold. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by M.J. Stewart. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago. And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them. They'll run it now out of the gun. Finding room to the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Jameis to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough?
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the 4th. Point after now from Catanzaro. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Darnold out to his left. Got an open man, it's a noon one. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
All right, here we go.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. It's caught by Crowell. And for the moment, this will be a 1st down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already. And they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. Letting one go deep for a noon one. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Watch it now, Barney.
4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And that is incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And they'll run it here. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston drops it to Jones in the flat, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Well, means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. New York set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Second down and 10. Darnold being chased out left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Darnold now to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kendall Beckwith in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Watch it now, Barney.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Buying time to his left. And it's complete. Hooper. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down. And 2 big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
Back to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the 4th. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for 2 and decide it right now.
Detroit!
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. He gets it to Humphries. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 23 yards on the play. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 more there and another first down. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault.